Okay. Hello. Hi, we're back. We're back to the coffins. So, yesterday I worked on them more on my Instagram, but I realized that's excluding the people who were on YouTube when I started these. So, I thought I'd pop back on here to kind of finish them, hopefully. Hopefully we should be done today. So, here's the process. Here's Eddie's. He has little gazebos, our pussy, loser lover with blood and Band-Aid. Got a Band-Aid over there. Got a Band-Aid over there. The back got a fanny pack, more gazebos, more, yeah, great. Stands is like kind of complicated. So we got bubbles, because Stanley takes a bath. Got bird feathers, blood, puzzle pieces, and poison ivy. Like, there's like poison ivy like going around it, which is cute. More puzzle pieces, more bubbles. There's a Star of David on the back. Great. And then Georgie's blood and the little paper boat. More blood. And on the back it has cotton candy and popcorn and peanuts, because like circus. That's my favorite. Anyway, so today's goal is to do the inside, right? So I printed out, this is so morbid, they're death scenes. And I thought we would like cut them down and like put them inside of the coffins so that you open them, you can like read their death scenes, right? Yeah, Georgie is just like one paragraph. This is all like all out of order. Like that's like Eddie's, Georgie's, Stan, Eddie. Like it's all over the place. So here's that again. Thank you, y'all. I got the materials for the long penny. If you don't follow me on Instagram, hold on, where is my phone? If you don't follow me on Instagram, somebody sent me a little animation thing last night. Oh, let me show it to you. They sent me this, which is like a little animation of like Penny stretching, right? And I was like, he stretch. He said, extend us. I said, like long Furby, but it's Tiny Penny. Oh my God, I should make a long Tiny Penny. I said, yes. I said, he could be called Long Penny. So then I went down a rabbit hole. I don't know if y'all know what a long Furby is, but it's this. Do you see this? It's like these things that people make where they have a Furby and then they make it they give it this long body, right? I'm fascinated by them. So I ordered another Tiny Penny plush and some stuffing and what they call the long Furby spines that are basically like they're like these hardware things, but it's like they're like these bendable things so that you can put them inside and they can like curl into different things. And I have a bunch of white fabric already, so that stuff is coming in on Friday, and I'm gonna make a video making my long penny because I'm so fucking excited. It's gonna be so great. Can you imagine? Like, let me get my Tiny Penny, because I got a new one, so he can be Long Penny. I'm not doing anything to this boy. But, like, so you, like, cut it here, right? And then, like, this is, like, the top. And then it has a long body, and at the end it has the feet. So excited. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. It was like $20 for the supplies. And I was like, yeah, that's worth it for the long boy. Oh my gosh. That's what's it. Dedicated by making morbid. Long Penny. Every fucking plan is worth an Ivy Stanley. Dude, my long Furby's my best friend. You have a long Furby? Oh my God. Because I'm like, this is even better. Like I've always been like, oh my God, I want a long Furby. I want a long Penny even more. So now Tiny Penny will have a friend. Long Penny. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I used to love Furbies. Like with a long Furby. Furbies are creepy in the best way. Anybody's dad. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking amazing. So anyway, I think we should do Georgie's first because his has the least amount of text. It's really cute. So yeah. Yep, we're gonna see how this goes. I just have glue sticks. I don't want to use the hot glue because that's like a hot mess with paper, but I also have Mod Podge, so that might help seal everything down. Y'all, it's gonna be amazing. Like, I'm so excited for Long Penny. And like, I brought this up to my dad. I was like, listen, I have this genius idea. And I like explained the whole thing to him. And he was like, he's like, wasn't Pennywise like, wasn't there like a point in the movie where he was like a snake? And I'm like, no. He's like, he didn't like slither. I'm like, I don't think so. He's like, oh, I thought he did. If he did, you should make that. I'm like, okay. It was great. Is this? No, it's right here. So, let me cut it out, and then I'll read it to you. This is so incredibly morbid, but I think it's fun. I do want to make a Bradley Lewis Funko Pop. I want to do it with the Archie and have it have like a removable head, like attach like magnets to it, in theory, so that you can like take off its head. Yeah, that's on my list. But I can't like make Funkos and stuff while I'm in Mexico because they don't like have them there. Okay, so anyway, here's Georgie's. They float, it growled. They float, Georgie, and when you're down here with me, you'll float too. Georgie's shoulders socked against the cement of the curb, and Dave Gardner, who had stayed home from his job at the shoe boat that day because of the flood, saw only a small boy in a yellow rain slicker, a small boy who was screaming and writhing in the gutter with muddy water surfing over his face and making his scream sound bubbly. Everything down here floats, that chuckling rotten voice whispered, and suddenly there was a ripping noise and a flaring sheet of agony, and Georgie Denbrough knew no more. Morbid. But alas. Cutting noises. Slice. So yeah, I'm gonna do this like I did my grad cap, which is like where I'm just gonna like cut out like the words and like place them so that it fits. Okay. Ooh. I think that's too long. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know why I'm spending so much time on these coffins. Like, they're just gonna stay at my grandma's house. But yeah, okay. They float, it growled. That's the only thing that fits there on the top. That's fine. Yes. Okay, that'll work. I love what the Georgie Death comment. Thank you. I also have one for Stan and one for Eddie. We'll get there. Georgie just has the shortest passage. Like, his death scene is like this, like, you know, this is the least amount of words. So we're doing this one first. See how it goes. Okay. Great. I don't even know if this is gonna stick, but I'm gonna like go over it with Mod Podge after and hope that it does. Doesn't really matter because it's just inside the coffin, but whatever. Okay. Y'all, you know what else I have here? Rainbow Loom. Do y'all remember Rainbow Loom? Because I was obsessed with Rainbow Loom. Like, I could make fucking anything out of that shit, and I would make like dolls. And I want to make Richie and Eddie's. Oh my god, I hate glue sticks. Bruh. I hate glue sticks so much. Rainbow Loom, right? Like, I could make, like, phone cases and, like, 3D stuff that could stand on its own. Like, I was so good at that shit. And I want to see if I remember how to do it. Okay, see? You can't really see that, but see, like, the first thing is up there. That's what we're going for. They float, Georgie. Georgie, and I think and will also fit. Love Rainbow Loom bracelets. So obsessed with Rainbow Loom. Oh my gosh. I can never make anything though. I was like weirdly good at it. And I have like and my stuff is still here, like all my rubber bands and like, cause I had the Rainbow Loom, I had the Monster Loom, which was like the little one. I had the Finger Loom. Like I had all of them. I was so obsessed with it. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing this on the inside instead of like painting stuff on the inside because it's like, you know, we had the whole concept, I think it was on Instagram, of doing like the outfits, like their iconic outfits on the inside. But I can't draw or paint really. So I can only do very simple things. And I feel like that's too complicated even for me. There we go. They float, growled. They float, Georgie. And when you're down here with me, is that all that will fit? This is going to take forever. I don't think y'all realize how long it's going to take to do like Stan and Eddie's. Oh my god. And when you're down here with me, comma, you'll float too. Yeah, okay. Wait, what's happening? What's happening? Is there someone here who hasn't watched it or read it, or what's happening? What is room tour? Oh my god. Stick, bitch. And when you're down here with me, you'll float too. You'll float. That was probably too thick. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Who is this person? Welcome. Join us. You have joined another cult, but it's the best cult of them all. Oh my god, stick. I'm gonna get so tired of this so fast. You'll float too, Georges. Yes.
Is this done?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't cut it. There we go. Ah, I'm already stressed. I'm already okay. Okay. There we go. George's. She be looking cute. This is like so precise. I did not. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Boop, boop. All right. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Spot of the curb. And Dave Gardner, who had stayed home. And Dave Gardner, who had. What's that? I'm being boring, I'm sorry, but y'all look like you're having quite a discussion. Who had stayed home? Had stayed home from his job at the, maybe? The cards are doing what Alina's busy. Oh my gosh. What should I read on Wattpad? Mixtape. Mixtape. I don't know why I do these kind of craft projects on live streams. Like these are just like I like don't talk when I do this because it's like very precise. But I will do long penny is gonna be a video. Because like I don't know if y'all watch Strange Eons, but like she's the one who like introduced me to the land of long Furbies, and she has a video making one, and it's amazing. What? From his job at y'all, can I just talk about something very random that like I don't think anyone cares about, but like I really care about? So I hate to interrupt your very passionate conversation about it, but y'all know, so like I'm a big Disney fan, right? Like I'm a Disney parks fan. Like I was supposed to be working at Disney starting August 3rd, but thanks Corona, that's not happening. Until we don't know. I'm hoping for January, but whatever. I was supposed to do an internship at Disney World, big Disney World fan, whatever. Y'all also know I stan Hamilton, right? Okay, so like there's this thing that's been circulating that it's like I am incredibly passionate about, which is okay. So there's this place in Magic Kingdom. If you've never been to Disney, Magic Kingdom, like the main, Disney park with the castle. There's this place. It's like split into lands, and one of the little lands is Liberty Square. It's like off of the castle, and it's like this like old, old America, patriotic little themed area. There's like nothing there. It's like in between like Frontierland and like Haunted Mansion, which is like the transition area over to Fantasyland. And okay, so yeah, so whatever. Liberty Square is literally useless. So it's literally just there, and it's like that's where you can like get on like the boat and stuff, which is like great. But they have this attraction there called Hall of Presidents, which is also fucking useless. It's basically just like this animatronic display thing, and it has all the presidents in it. And I boycotted it because there's a Trump animatronic and we don't support. So I haven't been on it since they've added that. Back when he started his presidency. So here's the thing. Nobody likes Liberty Square. Liberty Square is literally useless. So there's been this idea circulating that they should turn it into Hamilton Land. And like, because now Hamilton is now owned by Disney because it was distributed on Disney Plus. And like, I have so many ideas for this. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I need this to happen. So like right. So they could do like, first of all, get rid of Hall of Presidents. If they do that, just get rid of Hall of Presidents, or have it be Hall of Presidents, but it's all, people of color presidents like in Hamilton. That would be fucking iconic. But they won't do that. But so they can replace it with like a Hamilton show, right? And like, hear me out. They could do it with like Mickey and Friends. So it could be like Mickey playing Hamilton. And you could have, this is like my $1 million idea, Schuyler sisters, but it's Minnie, Daisy, and Clara. Like, so like Minnie's Eliza, Daisy's Angelica, Clara is Peggy. It could be like a whole little show, and then like they could like do the songs. It's like it could just be like a little show where it's like they teach you stuff about like the history of the United States, and like they'll perform like My Shot and like Schuyler sisters, and like the cute little songs from Hamilton. And like it would be fucking iconic. And then like out in like the actual Liberty Square, they could have like duels. How like in Hollywood studios they have like the Star Wars duel thing, or not duel, but they have like the whole lightsaber battle training where like Kylo Ren and like they like it's like only for kids. It's like this like open show thing, and they like train, they like have kids like fight with lightsabers. It's like this whole thing, right? So they could do that, but it's like with duels. So they could have like Mickey and Friends going around the parks like in their little Hamilton garb, and like whatever. They could have Hamilton music playing all the time, and they could like teach kids how to like, I don't know. They could do it with swords because they probably don't want to do it with guns. But then there is like, that's the thing. There is like a shooting range thing over at Frontierland. There's like this arcade game where it's like you like shoot stuff. So like maybe they could get away with doing it with guns. But it's like, with, you don't actually, obviously they don't actually shoot anything. But like, I need this to happen. Like I need this to happen. And they could have like a Hamilton food stand. Like I saw somebody say on TikTok where it's like, what if they had like funny names where it was like Aaron Burger? And I was like, bro, I need this to happen. Like, I don't think y'all understand. We do not give a shit about Liberty Square. Like, get rid of Liberty Square. Nobody wants Liberty Square. Like, turn it into Hamilton Land. Hamiland, if you will. Like, it's what we need. It's what we deserve. So that's like my hot take, right? That's my hot take. Hamilton, they should totally do that. Oh my gosh, I would totally go. If they do that, that'd be amazing. Yes, like Glenn has made already. I mean, they just like Hamilton just aired, but it's like a lot of people are like talking about this and being like, "Hey, you should do this." So I really hope that it would be so cheap. Like that's the thing. Like it's all about like money, right? It would be so incredibly cheap to transform Liberty Square into Hamilton Land. Like they just get a couple costumes. Like it would not be expensive at all. So like they really should do it because it's like Hamilton now is like relevant and popular and people like it, and that there would be people would go just to see the Hamilton stuff. And it's like I was talking to my friend Natalie about this. They could even have like actual people playing like the Schuyler system. Like my idea is Mickey and Friends because I think that would be more appealing to like kids if it was like Minnie and the cute little Eliza dress as opposed to like a person. But they could also do that, and they could do like Schuyler sister meet and greets. Like, can you imagine? I would literally cry. And then speaking of meet and greets, I don't know if y'all. Well, this is unrelated, but I'm gonna segue into this. I don't know if y'all have heard about Splash Mountain. So Splash Mountain, Disney woke as fuck. sometimes, woke as fuck when they need to be. They are getting rid of Splash Mountain. Well, and they're turning it into a Princess and the Frog ride. Splash Mountain, the ride based off of Song of the South, which is an incredibly racist movie. They're turning it into a Princess and the Frog ride. Incredible, right? There are lots of people who are mad about it because it's like, oh my god, you can't read this Splash Mountain. It's the same fucking ride. They're just gonna change out the animatronics and make them Princess and the Frog, Princess and the Frog music. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. Fuck Splash Mountain. It's racist. So they're doing that. And then I was talking to Natalie about this. She's like, okay, so do you think they're going to move Tiana over there and have it be like a whole Princess and the Frog land? Like a mini land in between like Thunder Mountain and like the rest of Frontierland. Hear me out. So Tiana right now is in Princess Fairy Tale Hall, which is by the castle. Like by Cinderella's castle, there's this area called Princess Fairy Tale Hall where it's like a princess meet and greet area. You can get fast passes for it. And it's like there are two different like sections and they each have two princesses. So one of them has Cinderella and Alina and one of them has Tiana and Rapunzel. So if they could move Tiana to Princess and the Frog land, right? They could move her over to the Princess and the Frog ride. Hear me out. Tiana, Naveen, and Charlotte. Triple meet and greet. Naveen and Charlotte do not meet in the parks. Naveen occasionally is there for like Halloween parties, I think, and he's in like the parade, but like you can't meet Naveen. So they could have Tiana and Naveen and Charlotte because Charlotte's a motherfucking legend. And I demand to meet Charlotte. She has never had a meet and greet in any form of the Disney parks. Great. So they could have that over there. They could even have Louis. They could even throw in, the crocodile. They could, a whole thing, have like a whole little area. And then they could replace Tiana with Moana. Moana also does not meet in the parks. She is right now an exclusive Halloween party meet and greet. You could only meet her at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, which isn't even happening this year. So like, hire me. I mean, they already did, but like, not for Imagineering, but like, my mind. It's what I need. It's what I need. So that was basically what I needed to share because wow. Because like I have so many like Imagineering ideas for Disney, as does like literally everyone. But like another one where it's like, okay, because like I'm a massive Vanellope von Schweetz fan. Like literally nobody asked, but I'm a massive Vanellope von Schweetz fan from Wreck-It Ralph. She's my favorite princess. She's an official princess now. She's my favorite princess. She's so sassy and spunky, and I love her. And she's like my favorite character to meet in the park. She's in Epcot, and I love her. I would die for her. She's the best. And so, Wreck-It Ralph is still like a big popular movie. Epcot has this irrelevant ride called Test Track. Test Track has been around for like a billion years. Imagine how tired we are. It's literally just like sponsored by like Chevrolet, and it's like this ride where it's like a racing ride. Like you get in a car and you like it's so weird. It's like you basically like the most of the ride is like inside and you're like test driving this car and you're testing like the speed and the all this nonsense. Boring. And then you get outside and there's this big track that goes around the building and you go super, super fast and you like zoom around the building and it's fun, right? Irrelevant ride. Fun in theory, fine foundation, stupid theme. Obviously, they're under some sort of sponsorship. And that's why, they're sponsored by Chevrolet, whatever. Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush. What's not, my theory is that they're under a contract and they can't change the theming of the ride until they finish the contract with Chevrolet or whatever the fuck. But once they're done with that, Sugar Rush. You don't have to change anything. Just paint the cars, redo the inside, add some audio. Sugar Rush. Ralph and Vanellope already meet in Epcot. They used to meet over by Test Track because it was the racing ride. And then they moved them over by Journey into Imagination with Figment, Journey into Imagination with Figment, which is on the opposite side. And there's no reason for them to be there. They just put them there because they built the whole Ralph Breaks the Internet, the whole portal thing over there. And so you meet them there. But if they just built Sugar Rush, then they could just move them back over there. They could get rid of Figment. Listen, I love Figment as a character, as a mascot, the little purple dragon, love him. But like Journey into Imagination with Figment is literally the stupidest fucking ride, and it has a whole building, and they don't need it. They could get rid of it. Get rid of it. They're doing a whole transformation of Epcot. I don't know if y'all know. I'll let y'all know in case you don't. So Epcot, Epcot's the park where it has all the countries, right? It's like the World Showcase, and you can like go around, and it has like Paris and Japan and whatever, and you can get all the food, and it's a fun time, right? Epcot's boring. Epcot is boring if you were a child. Like there's nothing to do in Epcot because there's like no rides. The only rides are Soarin', which is great, Test Track, Figment. They have the Frozen ride in the Netherlands, which is really great and a step in the right direction. We'll talk about that. And Spaceship Earth, which is like in the big ball. Whatever. Boring. Like it's boring. It's super fun if you're an adult and you want to go drinking because they have like all sorts, like, different drinks in every country and whatever. But like Epcot's doing a full transformation. They've been doing construction for like a year. So like when I still had my pass, like they were doing construction off the wazoo. And like they have this whole presentation now. Because they're like basically they're redoing all of Epcot. Like they are doing like a new nighttime show, and they're adding all these rides. So the first one that was being added was this summer, and now it's gotten delayed because of COVID. But they were opening a Ratatouille ride in Paris, which is just god tier iconic. And it was the same model as the Ratatouille ride that's in Disneyland Paris. Amazing. They're also adding a Mary Poppins attraction in England. Amazing. They're adding an entire Moana area. I don't know where the Moana area is, but I've seen like the concept sketches and stuff for it. It looks incredible. Like apparently you can like interact with the water. Like apparently you can like move your hand and the water will like, do like the wave thing from Moana. I don't know how the fuck it's going to work, but I'm so intrigued. It's going to be like a whole little like water park-ish area. And like, obviously I assume Moana's going to be able to meet there, but I still think that she should be in Princess Fairy Tale Hall because it's where she deserves. So, and then what was the other thing? I feel like they had another big thing. I don't know. Maybe they did. But like, point is, like they're working on like transforming Epcot and like making it more interesting and making it more Disney. Because right now it's not very Disney movies. It's very just like, And so I'm like, Sugar Rush. Like that will fit. If you're trying to appeal to the new generation of Disney kids by doing like Frozen, Moana, like Wreck-It Ralph. That's like in the same vein. Also, our girl Rapunzel gets nothing. Rapunzel gets nothing. There is not a single Rapunzel related attraction in all of Disney parks. There is nothing for Rapunzel. The only Rapunzel thing in Disney is that they have this section in Fantasyland and Magic Kingdom, which is literally just bathrooms. It's literally bathrooms, but it has like her tower and the lanterns and whatever. It's like this cute little area, but the only thing that is there is bathrooms. I'm like, it's like, I get they can't, also, because Three Caballeros is in Mexico. There's this ride in Mexico called the Three Caballeros ride. It's like a boat ride. It's like Small World, but it's, like Donald and whatever. Three Caballeros. Useless, racist, useless. Get rid of it. Replace it with Coco. Same thing, same exact ride. Coco overlay. Switch out the animatronics, play the music, Coco. Hire me. I mean, so give me a raise because they've already hired me. But like, no, and it's like Tiana gets nothing either. So I'm really glad that she's actually getting a whole ride because like it's about fucking time. I literally haven't been paying attention to this. But like Rain's like, yeah, okay. Like Tiana gets nothing, right? And it's like there's like this show that they do at the castle in Magic Kingdom, and they do it like 4 times a day, where it's like Princess and the Frog, Rapunzel, and Frozen, or Tangled and Frozen. And it's like, okay, so you're like, wow, these people get nothing. We're just gonna give them a show. But Frozen does. That's the thing. It's like Frozen has a whole ride. They have Frozen Ever After in Epcot, which is a great ride. And it's like, I understand why they did a Frozen ride, because it's fucking Frozen. And like, but also, Also, there's another attraction in Hollywood Studios called Frozen Sing Along, right? So it's actually like one of my faves in Hollywood Studios. It's basically just like this, like it basically is like a sing along where it's like they play like the scenes from the movie and it has like the lyrics and you can sing along, whatever. But it has like actors in it and they're like really good and they're always really funny and like whatever. And like they're still doing it for Frozen 1. Like it's still just like Let It Go and Do You Want to Build a Snowman and First Time and Forever, whatever. They do like a special overlay for Christmas where they sing the stuff from like A Lost Frozen Adventure and like all that stuff. Frozen 2. Just replace the songs with Frozen 2. Change Elsa's outfit. Change Anna's outfit. Frozen 2. Like, why are y'all still singing stuff from Frozen 1? I don't want to sing Let It Go. I want to sing Show Yourself. Like, thank you. Cheapest thing ever. They already have the Frozen 2 costumes because they changed the Anna and Elsa meet and greet in Epcot to their Frozen 2 outfits, where Anna's wearing her queen dress and Elsa's wearing her show yourself dress because they're like, let's capitalize off of Frozen 2. Why aren't y'all capitalizing off of Frozen 2 in the actual attraction? Frozen 2 songs. I want to sing Something's Never Changed. I want to sing Show Yourself. I want to sing Into the Unknown. I want to sing all, you know, and all, but it's great. It's great. And because like they have like snow at the end, it's great. Whoever said puddle, bro, you know what's up. Oh my God, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so like there's the part they always do in summer, whatever. And it's like the put me in summer and I'll be a happy snowman. Like, you know, the line where it's like winter's a good time to stay in and cuddle, so put me in summer and I'll be a puddle. But it's like he stops and it's like happy snowman. So like it's like this whole like joke within like the Disney people that it's like, you know, the Disney like fans where it's like whenever we go to the show, we'll always just yell puddle. And it's like it happens like every single show at this point because the Disney Parks fans will be out here. And so like at the end, so, like they have like these like hosts. I don't forgot what they're called for the show. They like stand, they like sing. They like stick around during the songs, right? And like now it's like part of the script where like one of them just gets really mad and he's like, whoever said puddle, get out. And it's just always hilarious. It's so good. Like, and it's like their jokes change every show. Like it's such a creative show. Like and it's like fully because of the actor. Like the actors are amazing. And so like I remember like I went to go see it, I don't know, whenever the fuck the new Lion King came out, and like one of the hosts like made a joke about Lion King, and he was like in theaters this Friday, and I was like, dang, you on top of that shit, like you came up with that today, wow. So like really iconic. You can go on rides anywhere. If we go to Epcot, we're going to go see as much as possible and look at the cities and not waste time. Like, Epcot is just useless when there isn't a festival going on. Like, there is no point of going to Epcot when it's not Festival of the Arts, Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, Festival of the Holidays. Like, there's no reason to go. Because, like, when you go, like, because it's, like, when it's, because, you know, that's, like, a very limited time of the year when it's not a festival. So, like, you don't even need to go when it's not a festival. Because there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do when there's not a festival. I love the festivals. They were in the middle of Flower and Garden before everything got shut down. So I went once. I went on opening day. And I love Flower and Garden. It's like Epcot's woke as fuck. Like Flower and Garden, it's like all the food is all like plant-based vegan stuff, which I think is like really cute. And like for Festival of the Holidays, they have like the Santas in like every country, how like each country like perceives their like Santa. And so you can meet all of them. And they have all this stuff for like Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. And like Epcot's woke as fuck. Like we have no choice but to stand. So Sugar Rush. What's amazing is we need a Coco attraction. Okay, good. Stop it. Yeah, like in the Mexico Pavilion, which is my favorite pavilion. It's so cool. But like in the opening lobby area, they have this like Coco thing where they have like some displays, but it's like that's all Coco gets. Oh, and they have a show. They have a little like daytime show out in the Mexico Pavilion where they have like a mariachi band and they like sing Coco songs and they have like a Coco puppet. Cool. But like give them an attraction. Who said puddle? Give Alina a race. What's not clicking? Puddle. Yes, Alina, we know what's up. Yes. So, like, anyway, that's my Disney rant. I'm sure I'll come up with more things in a moment. Like, just Imagineering. Make it make sense. Also, Rapunzel's kingdom is called Corona. And, like, yikes. Yikerino. Oh, is that really too long? Keep getting killed in The Last of Us. Ooh, I haven't played The Last of Us, but I like know the whole story and whatever of like the first game, and like I've seen some reviews on the second one. I just like don't have a PlayStation. I've never had a PlayStation, so I never got to play any of those. But yeah, that's my Disney rant. Sorry, I just basically this also I basically in conclusion we need Hamilton Land. We need Hamilton Land more than anything else. Because fuck Liberty Square. They could even do it with Great American Adventure and Epcot. Because there's also, you know, in a United States area at Epcot, which is like stupid, right? But that's like where like the amphitheater is. And it's like, do they even do anything with that amphitheater when there's not a festival? I don't fucking think so. So like just do Hamilton. Just do Hamilton. Whatever. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet. Are you painting coffins? Because they're for the dead It characters. Hold on a moment. There we go. And right now I am doing the very tedious job of putting their death scenes inside. Small boy was screaming and writhing in the gutter. Great. I finished Love Actually last night. I'm so upset about the end. Bro! Me the fuck too. Me the fuck too. Okay, it's been out for a hot minute, so I'm gonna like talk about it, even though I already talked about it in my review. Like, well, not my review, but like my viewing of the final episode. Like, they really Love Victor is like so frustrating to me. It's so frustrating. Like, why did it end like that? Like, I get why it ended like that so like people will watch another season, but it's like now we're not even gonna get his parents' reactions. And I'm like, oh. Like, also, like, why isn't he bi? I'm sorry. I'm so, like, why? 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 But why, though? Why isn't he bi? If you do, it's so worth playing all three. There are three? I thought there was only two. Yo, I'm a big Life is Strange fan, and I'm sure I would like it a lot because it's like same kind of vibe with like story oriented. Do any of y'all play Life is Strange, or like have you played Life is Strange? I love Life is Strange. Me and Chloe were like really into Life is Strange like 2 years ago, and we went to Tampa Comic Con as Max and Chloe. And it was a really good cosplay. If you haven't seen the pictures, I'll get them in a second. Hold on. Like, it was hella good. This is not sticking. Life is Strange is amazing. It's literally so good. I still haven't finished Life is Strange 2, and I feel like such a horrible person. Because it's like I like pre-ordered that shit, and I still haven't played episodes 4 and 5. Because it's like Life is Strange 2 just like isn't it. And like it sucks. Because it's like I was not one of those. There were so many people in this toxic ass fandom who were like, oh my God, why is it not about Max and Chloe? Like, we don't care. Fuck you. And it's like, no, I was fully in support of it being like a different thing, new characters, whatever. Love it. It's just not fun. Like, it's not fun. It's like in the same way that like, I don't know. It's weird. Okay, let me find these pictures of me and Chloe. Here they are. We looked so good. Like, this was such a good cosplay. Yeah, so we were like covered in butterflies. Doop. There's a me with my camera. Boop. 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 Yeah, like I'm a big like Rachel and Chloe shipper, but I wanted to dress up as Max. So this is my favorite. This one's really cute. Yeah. And that's actually like my hair wasn't that short. Like my hair was not actually that length. I just like did this weird thing where I like turned it up in itself to make it look short, and it's wild. Proud of myself. So we need diversity. I feel like the show felt too straight. Oh my god, it felt so straight. Yeah. These are the questions we ask. Why is any bi? Exactly. Life is Strange is amazing. Got an Eddie and Richie cosplay ready is coming. Me and Chloe were gonna do that for fucking MegaCon. I'm literally like, that's like my saddest thing. Not my saddest thing about quarantine because my internship was canceled and I didn't get graduation, but definitely my third. That like MegaCon was canceled. And like me and Chloe were going as ready, and we were gonna meet Jack Dylan Grazer and Shannon Jacobs and Sophia Lillis and Wyatt Olive and Jackson Robert Scott, and it was gonna be amazing. And it got canceled. And I'm really mad about it. Like, Chloe got her whole cosplay. Like, I didn't order mine yet. And then it, like, luckily, because it got canceled. But, like, I was going to be Eddie. She's going to be Richie. We're still going to do it at some point. But, like, I don't know when it'll be. You're going to MegaCon? Not anymore. It was canceled, but we were going to. Understand we got a main character to be Hispanic, but he needs to be bi. Also, the episode we went to see Simon was probably my favorite. Oh, that was totally my favorite. Only made it halfway through the second game. I didn't like it. It was a Max and Chloe, but I guess it was fine. No, it's like I like was so like open to it. I was like so open to like, yeah, like I'm ready. This new game, new characters. I really liked the second chapter episode, whatever, when they were at the grandparents' house with Captain Spirit. Like, I don't know, like a big Life is Strange fans, we all, you know, they made that like mini like game called Captain Spirit that was free, that came out like a year before Life is Strange 2. I loved that game. I thought it was really, really, really good. I thought Captain Spirit, the free Captain Spirit game was better than Life is Strange 2, which is a problem. So, like, whatever, played that. And so, like, in episode 2 of Life is Strange 2, when they were at the grandparents' house, Chris was, you know, Captain Spirit, he was the neighbor, and they had the whole episode with him. I really liked that. I really enjoyed playing that. I thought it was good. After they left, I just completely lost interest. Like, the third episode when they were at, like, the marijuana farm with, like, I didn't care anymore. Like, and it's, like, I don't know. It's, like, the second episode gave me more of a traditional Life is Strange vibe. Like, I don't really like the whole, like, kind of, like, not, like, survival aspect, but, like, the fact that it's not, like... And also, it's, like, you're not controlling the character with superpowers. Like, I think it's such an interesting concept to play as Sean when, like, Daniel's the one with the superpowers and have, like, your discipline impact who he is kind of thing. It's, like, you know, like, I like that. But I just think it's boring to not play as the character with superpowers, because you can't actually, it's like the whole appeal of Life is Strange, one, was that it's like you could like reverse time and change your decisions and, you know, butterfly effect, great time. The whole appeal of Before the Storm was that we were already attached to the characters, so we didn't need the superhero element because we were already attached to Chloe and wanted to know what happened with Rachel. I love Before the Storm. It's literally playable lesbian fan fiction. Like, what more could you ask for? It's incredible. But it's like the problem with Life is Strange 2 is that it's like we are playing with this normal character who we have no preconceived notions of. And it's like, if you're going to give me a new game with a new setting and new characters, I want to be able to do fun shit. Like, it's like I want to be able to have telekinesis instead of having to discipline the kid who has telekinesis and be like, no, you should do this, don't do that. Like, I get the appeal, but I just got very bored. I'll finish it at some point, but my computer that it's downloaded on is on its last leg, so I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Rachel Elmer's the reason I get up in the morning. Fucking same. I love that girl. Oh my god. Rachel and Chloe. Oh my god. I would die for them. I was going to meet Jack and Jaden. Yeah. Was Jaden going too? Did I forget about Jaden when I was? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? I'm stupid. Sorry, I forgot about Jaden. But yeah, no, I was going, and I was gonna like arrange a whole like meet and greet type thing with like all you guys who were gonna go, and we could hang out. You know, me and Chloe and you guys, we could all like hang out and like in our ready costumes. It was gonna be fucking amazing, and now it's like canceled, ruined. About COVID, yeah. Damn, sorry, it sounded like so much fun. Yeah, I was gonna like vlog the whole thing. It was gonna be great. I'm really sad. So you can't really rewind, pissed me off because I really like to go through the different choices and see which one was the best. But in Life is Strange 2, your choices really matter, and I had to go back. Yeah, and it's like, it was just boring. It was boring. And it's like, I liked Captain Spirit so much more because it was like so imaginative, and I liked the whole thing with like the abusive dad. I thought that was so interesting. And it's like, I get that like the whole thing with like Life is Strange 2 is like racism, and they had some really good scenes about that. But it's like overall, it's like that's not a consistent struggle. And it's like I didn't feel the same fear as I did playing Captain Spirit, like thinking the dad was gonna fucking beat me up. And like with Life is Strange 2 being like, yeah, the entire like the outcome of the universe is up to me kind of thing. It's like in Life is Strange 2, it's like there was going to be that fucking tornado that was going to wipe out all of humanity, at least in Arcadia Bay, if you didn't fix shit. And people were dying. Like, you know, Mr. Jefferson was like kidnapping children and drugging them and taking pictures of them and murdering them and whatever. And it's like those were like serious stakes. And it's like I feel like Life is Strange 2 tried to take like a more realistic route of like, oh, police brutality, racism, they're running away from home. Like, I get it, but it's like I just was not hooked in the same way I was hooked with Life is Strange 1. And the reason that Before the Storm works, despite not having those kind of stakes and that kind of stuff, is because we were already attached to the characters. And it was like finding out more information of the story we were already attached to. So it's like that's why Before the Storm works. Also, it was super gay, so that helps too. But I do like that you had the option to make Sean bi in Life is Strange 2. That was awesome. Like I chose the guy option. Like yeah, it was, or like whatever. You know, it's you could pick between like the girl character and the guy character, and then it's like when they asked what his sexuality was, you could pick like boys, girls, both. Excellent, right? Great. But it's like, is that actually going to impact the story in the long run? I don't know. I haven't finished it. So. Although we can switch topics, so that's deadass. That's what I love about The Last of Us is that you get to play as different characters and see their point of view and what they're thinking about other characters. Yeah, I would really love to play it, but it's like I can't because I don't have a system that it can be played on. This is taking a million years. Over his face and making his. But yeah, so I'm like a big Life is Strange 1 fan. I really need to finish Life is Strange 2, but it's like it always just crashes my computer because it's on its last legs. So maybe I'll do it on a live stream if I'm able to get it working. That would be fun. I'm not saving this live stream, by the way. Like I'll like private it for a bit and then like decide if I want to, but it's like I deleted the ones yesterday because it's like it's gonna mess up like my whole schedule. It's kind of thing. And it's like I feel like this is not very, you know, crucial content. Making his screams sound bubbly. Damn, I really could have fit it all in this one thing had I had actually been more careful. That's annoying. Bubbly. Everything down here floats? Question mark. Is that gonna fit? Isn't the gay clown movie the best? Of course. Of course it is. Yo, I have so many videos to edit. I still have like 7 videos that me and Chloe filmed when like she was at my apartment when we did the Goldfinch reenactment. ridiculous. What did we even do? I guess I could like tell you what we did, and then like you'll just have to wait in agony. We watched Carrie and The Shining because we want to do this like series where like we watch all the old Stephen King movies. So like we started that. We reenacted The Shining. We did a Sims, like a random Sims episode where it's like us. We did we did the like reading your fan fictions thing. We only did 3. Because I'll do another one at some point with like more. But yeah. And we read Corinna because Chloe had never read it. And like me and Z had. And we're like, this is quality content. What else did we do? Was that it? No, I feel like there was something else. I don't know. Okay, see now, okay, hold on. Choice-based game similar to Life is Strange was Detroit. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I also have Little Nightmares, and I've only played like 20 minutes of it. I'm really bad at it. But the Umbrella Academy College like anime TV show. I mean, they don't need to do that because there's already a TV show, and like they had like that like episode where like Allison was telling her daughter like the story of like one of their missions, and it was like animated. I think they could just do more stuff like that, like in the show. All right, that whole thing is full. That whole thing is full. Now I want to paint the inside of this. Like I want to paint like the rims and this yellow. Yeah. Maybe? Yeah. If it doesn't stick, we'll know. So they don't release the Umbrella Academy trailer. I mean, they're probably not going to release it until like a week before, because that's usually what Netflix does. Because they're jerks. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going to react to it when it comes up. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is not enough paint. This is not enough paint at all. Eddie would freak the fuck out if he was buried. Yep, he would. This is just for cosmetic purposes. No one's going in these coffins. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Shit, why did it do that? All right. Long penny, yes. Everyone's hate for Luther. I fucking hate y'all. That video of Z, like, well, I don't know what video was that in. I don't know. I like put that clip of like Z screaming about Luther in it, and like that's literally like the funniest thing ever. Like, like he's literally the word. No, and it was so funny. I was watching it with Chloe, right? And it's like it was because he like hugs Vanya and like at first, and then Chloe's like, "Oh, see, that's so nice." Like, "Oh, he's hugging her. See, she needs." I'm like. And I'm like, hold on a minute. And she's like, wait, what? What is he gonna do? And then she's like, no! It was V funny. It was V funny. Ooh, that was almost catastrophic. Are you getting this stuff for the Furby? Yes. For the long penny, I did indeed. I got a tiny penny. I got the spines. And I got stuffing. I already have white felt. I don't have the energy or the funds to just to buy new fabric that looks more like, because his outfit's gray, right? I don't care. It's gonna be white. So yeah, I'm very excited. That stuff's supposed to come in like Friday. So yeah, I'll do a video of it because I'm so excited for our long boy. The long boy. Yo, I'm really like done after, like, I did one coffin that was supposed to be like the shortest quote thing, and I'm already like done. Like, I don't want to do eddies and stands right now. Look at Stan. Oh my god. I love her Klaus, bro. I fucking love Klaus. And like, I have like theories, right? Because like, obviously Klaus is becoming like one of like the most powerful members of the Academy, right? Because he has this whole like the thing where he was able to like conjure Ben, and like, you know, he's able to like, Ben can like physically interact with him and others because apparently, like, you know, like he saved Diego because of Klaus. Whatever, iconic. So I like really hope that he's able to conjure Dave like properly, and then like, you know, conjure Dave and then be able to like, you know, be in a relationship with Dave, with dead Dave. But if he can conjure him as a physical being, then it doesn't matter if he's dead, you know? So like, that would be everything. Great. Art nearest that one Bonnie nearly kill Allison. That's like one of the best parts. Oh my god, when she slashes her throat. I had this big cosplay idea, right? I don't remember what con I was gonna do it for, but like, I didn't do it. Where I wanted to cosplay as Vanya in like the white violin outfit, but then have blood on the bow, because, you know, like she like slashed her throat with the bow. And so like someday I'll do it because like I have the same hair. I have the boring Ellen Page hair, and I love that. So I wouldn't have to do anything special except for like get the suit and stuff and the violin. So like someday I'll do it. I saw so many good Umbrella Academy groups at MegaCon last year, like so many. It was great. I'm so also like the poster. Like the poster. Did y'all see the poster of them all in the glasses? I would die for them. Like, oh my god, it looks so good. Okay, there we go. Do you hear Red still? It is. It like hasn't come out, which is weird. But yeah, it'll come out eventually. So when it does, I'll do the Vanya things. Did I do it? Anyway. The poster, right? Can't go into Dave because him and Klaus don't happen in the current timeline because 5 reset the day, so he never went to Vietnam. Are you sure, though? Because, like, he tried, like, yeah. I guess you're right, but I'm sure that he can, like, find a way around that. Sure he can figure it out. Yeah, because I remember like when they like reset the day, it was like right as he was like trying to conjure him. Chloe got so mad. She was like, I just watched this whole ass episode and it didn't happen. I'm like, yup. I'm interested in how it's going to start. Me too, because obviously the bulk of it is in the 60s, right? And like I've read the first two comics. I've read like 3 pages of the third one because I got it like 2 days ago. But like there's the big, JFK thing that happens in the second comic that I am begging and pleading the TV gods that it happens in Umbrella Academy season 2 because it's literally like the coolest thing ever and I need it to happen. Because it ties in with the whole Allison thing that, the Allison voice conundrum. Vanya went, yeet, gonna slash your throat. Ties in with that, right? And it's like, there are like so many clues and like the promo pictures, like there was like that picture of like Klaus by the car and the license plate said 63, which is the year that JFK was assassinated. So basically all odds are pointing in that direction. I'm very, very thrilled because I also just, we love a 60s aesthetic. We really do. Boop. We really do. So that's really great for me because that's like my one request. I was like, that was like my one request for season 2. I'm like, I want the JFK thing, and it's Like Klaus is gonna die. Nah, they're not gonna kill him that early. They're set up for 8 seasons. Apparently, that's how many they want to do. So. Okay. Eight seasons, yeah. That's like how many they initially greenlit. Because it's like the comics like go on forever, right? And so that's why I was like, hi, hire me. Like, y'all clearly are gonna need people if you're gonna be around for 8 years. Like, hey. You should read 11/22/63 by Stephen King. Oh my god, I've been meaning to read that for so long because my parents were like, they watched like the miniseries and my mom read the book and she was like, yo, you would really like this. And I'm sure I would. It's just like, another long Stephen King book that I haven't gotten around to. Okay. My goal here is to paint this paper so that it's easier to peel off. Because that was working for some of them. Yes. Moist. Short Hazel and JoJo spinoff series. Oh my god, I love them. I love Hazel so much. Like he's I love how like the changes that they made with him from the comics, because it's like in the comics, it's like both of them were very like ruthless and like personality-less. And I really like how like they gave Hazel and Chacha like their own storylines and like made Hazel like this super like empathetic, like fucking love it. Also, I love that actor because he played Ed Kemper in Mindhunter, which is like a very big switch for being like, ooh, empathetic guy. And then it's like, Ed Kemper was a serial killer. Okay. But yeah. Oh, it worked. Yes. 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 Beverly Ritchie and yeah. Oh yeah. Beverly and Ritchie are in that book. Yeah. There's yeah. Like characters from Stephen King's books appear in all different books of his. I don't know how y'all haven't heard of that. I knew that. That Richie and Bev were in that book. That's where like all the headcanons come from, that they're like best friends who like smoke together. Like that's why. Like that's why that's a thing, is because of that. Who's back? Back again. Okay, good enough. So after I finish painting the insides of these, I'm going to leave them to dry, and I'm going to dip-a-roni, and we'll probably be back later. You'll definitely see the finished product. I will post pictures. But yeah, this was like, took a lot longer than I thought. They're not best friends. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's like a fan fiction trope where like Richie and Bev are like really good friends and they like go and smoke together. The reason people do that for the most part is because of their cameo in 11/22/63. Like that's why, because like they were together at some club hanging out. So like that's what that comes from. I am, you know, a big advocate of stop trying to push non-canon things and pretend like they're canon. Like I don't like how people act like, you know, they're best friends canonically when like, yeah, they literally don't talk in the movie and like they barely interact in the book. They have a couple scenes together in the book. I hate this fanfics, make a canon. No, don't make a canon. That's the problem. This is what my video essay is going to be about. I'm so tired of this fandom just expecting their own headcanons to become canon when it's like, it's so frustrating. Like, it's not a rom-com. Stop. Like, it's a funny joke, right? People are like, get this clown out of my rom-com. But it's like the moment that people start actually, like, criticizing the source material and expecting and being like, well, my version is better, then it's like you don't actually have any respect for the source material that you claim to love so much. So it's like, stop acting like they're just like these people who are just like, oh, well, like Eddie shouldn't have died and they should have done this. And it's like, stop acting like you know more than Stephen King. Like, it's so frustrating. But yeah, that's like I said, like that video is literally just gonna be like me being pretentious because like nobody cares, and everyone's like, yeah, it's just like, you know, like nobody cares, but I do. So facts, yeah. Like my bottom line is like you don't respect the canon if you're constantly trying to change it, and it's like, you know, these people who are like, wow, I love it so much, but also Stan is asexual and Beverly Marsh is a lesbian and Eddie didn't die, he and Richie are married. Like, you have no respect for the source material whatsoever, and you don't understand these characters at all. You're just taking the molds of the characters and making them fit your own fantasies. And so it's like, at that rate, just write your own book. Like, don't take Stephen King's. And it's like that applies with so many fandoms, but it's like I see it a lot in the It fandom because I'm very like in the It fandom, and so I want to make like a video essay about that. Because I want to make like a whole like the problem with the It fandom, and that's like my main point. Because I see it a lot with Reddy, where it's like he shouldn't have died, and it's like, bro, did you understand the message of this book? Clearly not. Or movie, whatever, if you didn't read the book, do you understand the message of this? Clearly not, if you're like, Eddie shouldn't have died. Like, yeah, it's sad. We're all sad. But, like, you, like, dude, I hate it here. Okay. Stan is not asexual. They read the fucking book. He literally had sex with his wife. Like, that's like the joke. Is like Stan's like entire character is that like he has OCD and he has a really healthy sexual relationship with his wife. Like, that's the whole joke. And it's like for people to be like, well, my Stan is asexual. It's like, no, you're nothing. You know, like you don't own him. Don't your Stan. No, you're nothing. He's not yours. Like, it is not our place to just be like, well, I perceive him as this canonically. Like, write your fanfics, go for it. But it's like, don't just be like spreading all this misinformation and making it like a whole. I hate it so much. Like, yeah, the Beverly March is a lesbian thing is also incredibly problematic. Like, it's incredibly problematic. So. I love that is they were more correct to the source book because when I read it and watched the movie, they were very different. Like Fix It Fix, do you have still realize Canon Eddie is dead? Exactly. Like, I love Fix It Fix. I love a good Fix It Fic. My favorite fanfic is Corinna, which is a Goldfinch Fix It fic. Does that mean that I think that Donna Tartt should have changed the book? No, the book is perfect. Like, the reason I'm a fan of the Goldfinch and It is because I love the story. It's like, you don't love the story if you want to change the story. Like, I don't get why people don't understand that. Like, it is not, oh, yeah, take this general universe and change it. It's like, that's not it. Like, why do people do that? Like, there's just a big issue with, like, canon and how, like, canon is like perceived, and it's like she has short hair doesn't make her a lesbian, fucking period. People really out here being like, well, she dresses like a tomboy and has short hair, I mean she's gay. I'm like, no. Did you watch the movie? Did you read the book? Do you really gonna disrespect Ben Hanscom and Bill Denver like that? You're really just gonna be like, nah. And then there are people who over-sexualize Stan. Yep. Like, and that's why, like, a big reason why I don't like Stenbro, because, like, Stenbro is, like, pushed a lot, and I'm like, neither of these characters are gay. Like I said this a while ago, like, people got, like, triggered that, like, in my Sims Pride video, I was like, oh, the rest of the Losers Club isn't invited to the party because they're not gay. Like, people actually got, like, triggered and were like, hello? Like, yes, I'm like, no, they're not. Like, they're not. Shut the fuck up. Like, they're not. Eddie and Richie are the only canonical gay members of the Losers Club. The rest of the Losers, they're not gay. Like, I hate to break it to you, dude. Like, the only, like, non-canonical gay character I had in that episode was Will. But it's like, with Will, there's a lot of evidence to prove otherwise, you know? Whereas, like, give me evidence that Stan Uris is pansexual. There isn't any. So it's like, it's just, oh my god, it annoys the living hell out of me. You know, like, Fandom, it's just mad. Yeah, like, it's not better. Like, you cannot convince me that the fanon is better than the book. You will never convince me that, like, that it's better, because it's not. And when people say, oh, because she wears this, she's so lesbian, or he's gay or non-binary. Me too. Beverly didn't even have short hair in the book. Exactly. Ken and Eddie and Richie are gay. Exactly. Stan had a wife, Bill had a wife. Exactly. Well, there's evidence he's gay. Yup. Yeah, there's evidence that he looked at Bill deadass. There's literally more evidence that Eddie had a crush on Bill than Stan. Like, are you kidding me? There's, like, nothing. So, Eddie was just, you know, a little scared gay. He was just in love with everyone. But, yeah. Ugh. So that's, like, you know, my actual video essay thing will not be angy. It'll be, like, composed and planned out. The summer's cute, but stop saying it's canon. Like, it's cute because it's two white boys. Like, let's be completely honest with ourselves. The only reason people ship it is because it's two attractive white boys, and that's, you know, everyone's favorite thing ever. And it's like, it's the same thing with Byler. Like, y'all ship it because it's two attractive white boys, not because they have any chemistry whatsoever romantically. Like, dude, let's not. Stop mistaking Will's crush on Mike as a two-sided ship. I said what I said. Yeah, I hate Byler far more than anything in the fandom, but, you know. I just really hate Byler. Eddie has a wife, but he shows a sexual attraction to her, and he and Archie like each other. He shows no romantic attraction to her. Like Eddie's entire storyline is based around the fact that he has internalized homophobia and that he's in the closet his whole life. Like, I mean, like, hold on. Hold on. His literal death scene. I have it right here. There's this quote that's always incredibly interesting to me. Here we go. So, he looked up at Beverly and saw she was crying, the tears coursing down her dirty cheeks as she got an arm under him. He became aware that she had taken off her blouse and was trying to staunch the flow of blood, and that she was screaming for help. Then he looked at Richie and licked his lips, fading back, becoming clearer and clearer, emptying out all of the impurities flowing out of him so that he would become clear, so that the light could flow through, and if he had had time if he had had time enough, he could have preached on this. He could have sermonized. Not bad, he would begin. This is not bad at all. But there was something else he had to say first. So specifically, the becoming clearer and clearer, emptying out all of the impurities flowing out of him. Like, that's a line about, like, you know, his sexuality. Like, it's him, like, letting go. It's like, because, I mean, this is, like, the whole thing where it's like, this is the moment in the book that it's like he realizes he's gay. And, well, not, like, realizes he's gay, but finally, like, just stops, like, takes it. What am I looking for? What is the word? Embraces it? I don't know. Because it's like that, you know, it's like if you see the events here, it says he looks at Richie, then it's that line, and then it's the Richie, you know, I loved you thing. Like, it's clearly, like, I don't know, you know, this is called canon, fellow Bylers, look it up. So it's like that line is about, like, you know, his sexuality, and it's like how it's, like, you know, viewed as an impurity, something that was, like, whatever, but it's like it's the first time in his life that he, like, actually embraces who he is, and it's when he's on his deathbed. Like, that's, you know, another example of why it's like, if you don't kill Eddie, he never embraces his sexuality. Like, I don't think people understand that. Like, if Eddie didn't die, he still wouldn't be with Richie. Like, he needed, like, that moment was what it took for him to, like, realize his feelings. And it's like, clearly y'all don't understand that. If you're like, nope, change it. Petition for Stephen King to change the ending. Shut the fuck up. It's like, get out. We don't want you here. No. So, yeah. It was the HBO Max and Jumper 2 thing didn't happen yet. Yeah, the watch party, it's really weird how they haven't, like, said anything about it. I like some Brown Ballard, yeah. Also, he married someone just like his mother. It was in pain from his past. Yep. Talking about Reddy. Except, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, Bev is so incredibly problematic in the book. Eddie married his mother, Beverly married her dad. Correct. Because they suffered abuse as children from their parents. But yeah, so, like, look it up, Bylers. That's called canon. They looked at each other and lingered is not canon. That happens to Eddie's mom. She died. She died of cancer? I don't think she died of cancer. I think in the book she died of, like, obesity complications, like something with like diabetes or something. I remember his dad died of cancer, which is why like Eddie's mom is so paranoid about Eddie, and why Eddie is so, because it's like, you know, it's like his entire like childhood is based off of like this close person to him dying of this sickness that wasn't preventable. So like that's where the trauma comes from. So yeah, like his dad died of cancer. I think his mom, maybe his mom did. I think his mom did die of cancer in the movie. But in the book, it was just like, you know, she was like overweight and not eating well and like not exercising, and she had like a heart attack or something. But yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. So she died from, I think she did die from cancer in the movie, because like when he was at the, you know, the scene in the pharmacy with Mr. Keen, I'm pretty sure they said something about that. Because like cancer ran in his family. That was like a thing. Yeah. But no, it was definitely just like, oh, it was like a heart attack or something in the book. It wasn't anything like, because I think it's interesting that like if it was cancer in the movie, that means that both of his parents died from cancer. And I have always said that it's like, you know, he had a history of sickness in his family, that it's like even if he hadn't died via Pennywise, he would have just died of something like that, which is like incredibly sad. But yeah. Realistically speaking, if Eddie didn't die in chapter 2, he would have most likely died of cancer. Exactly. Yeah, it's like cancer ran in his family. Like it's like he said that in the book too, that it was like his grandfather had it. Like, you know, read the book. Like, yeah. So, you know. Can we talk about the fact that in the book Patrick killed animals and put them in his fridge? He also killed a baby. Do y'all remember that? He killed his baby sister. He like suffocated her. So, yikes. Stop, so my idea. Yeah, we literally said that at the same time. Like, I said it, like, right as you commented that. That was wild. Anyway, thanks for vibing with me. I'm going to let these dry, and I'll probably be back later to do more of the boring lettering. But if not, if I do it, like, off camera, I will still show you the results. Thank for watching. Bye.